Hey everyone, I'm the Geek Master, and firstly, welcome back to the channel, and also, yay, I'm back. Yeah, it's been a while since the last video. Really not been feeling up to it. Not always been in the right place in my head, if I'm totally honest. And the heat has played havoc with me. I really don't get on with it. But I've been wanting to do this video for a while, so managed to cool down a little bit with a fan, plenty of cold water today, so I'm just quickly doing it while I can, although it is still pretty warm. It's also on the back of our defeat against Brentford, but I still love my club, being defiant as anything wearing the badge, but that's a totally different story. Right now I'm just here just to show some games I've got, I guess, since the gaming market about 5-6 weeks ago. There's a few here, a few interesting ones. So I thought I'd just show them something from my past personally, which I found again. So I'm going to share them in a minute. Just want to say apologies for the lack of content. I've wanted to do it. I even recorded some bits, but it's going to be bothered to sort it all out. But I'm trying to get myself back into doing it. Partly as a distraction, partly as something to do, and partly because deep down I do enjoy it. And I do want to do it, it's just getting the motivation to do it. I've even been struggling to get the motivation to play games at times, if I'm honest. So, it's not a case if I don't enjoy it, because I do, and I love the connectivity with everyone else through the comments or collabs appearing on the TMB podcast, etc. So, yeah, hopefully this is the start of a comeback. But because I'm working my way into it, I'm taking it easier still. I'm not rushing forward in, like, spending God knows how long editing, etc. I'm just going to record the video, upload it. But I do hope to bring more editing in. You may find that though, the video does look better. I don't know if the camera's any better, but I do have a newer phone. It's the new SE that came out earlier this year. So it looks clearer recording it, so hopefully that's still the case. So, there's a few games here, again, something else as well thrown in. So I say let's get into it. And I think we'll start with my favourite console, the one console I'm really going for a full set with, which is the Nintendo 64, where I passed 150 games finally when I went to the gaming market, although game 150 wasn't from the gaming market. If you've watched the video, you'll know what I'm on about. Got to 154, 3, one or the other. But then I picked up a game not too long after, and I've picked another one up since. So I'm going to share them two first. And the first one from the Retro Hunter is Rayman II. This is like literally my only Rayman game, and to be honest I probably wouldn't even bought it. It's just that I went for the 64 set, so there you go. But yep, that I think was game 154. One sec. Yeah, I think this was game 154. And then more recently than that, in fact, yesterday, I went back down there and grabbed this Monster Truck Madness, which you might also note has Microsoft and Rockstar on it. So yeah, I know the studio that became Rockstar made a game for the 64. Was it Blast Corps or Body Harvest? One of them. But Rockstar themselves apparently made one and had Microsoft on board. So I didn't even know that until I actually bought this. Even after I bought it, it's when I looked at it when I got home I realised. So Rayman was £13 and Monster Truck was £20. So I haven't seen this one about as much as Rayman. So yeah, but it looks okay. I've seen some footage on YouTube. So yeah, but they're the two additions to my Nintendo 64 collection. Also bought one more game from the Retro Hunter when I bought Monster Truck Madness 64. I know exactly where I got Midtown from, because it's Midtown Madness, so that's where I got it from. This one's for the SNES, and it's my first SNES pickup in a few months since I bought Link to the Past. This one was £17, and it's one from my childhood. Well, the franchise, not the game. It's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So, yeah, big show from my childhood. So I kind of had to buy it, really. Not the biggest SNES fan, but I'm happy to get games that I want, like that means something to me to play on it. I do have one, haven't played it much, but Power Rangers, said big show from my childhood. I said the last one before that was Zelda. Well, it's Zelda. So I'm having a SNES collection of games to play, but ones that really mean something to me. Otherwise, I'm not too bothered. And I think I'm going that way with a lot of consoles, but I'll go into that in another video at some point. This is actually different to the Mega Drive version, which I do have. At the back, forget it. This one is more a side-scrolling fighting game, so Streets of Rage kind of thing. Whereas the Mega Drive one's more Street Fighter. I think I prefer the Mega Drive one, but still Power Rangers. I'm happy. 17 quid. Okay, now talking of Power Rangers, there's actually a couple more bits here. Firstly, I think it was just after. It might have been, hang on. Actually, I think it might have been the weekend of the market actually, but just beforehand, I got this. So, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid Super Edition features all the DLCs, so Power Rangers through different series, and if I remember, also features Ryu and Chun-Li from Street Fighter, because that was an official crossover that actually happened. There's even a live action video. It's not that long, but it features like the original Green Ranger Tommy, Jason Day Frank, and someone playing Ryu and Chun-Li, where Ryu becomes a Power Ranger. So there you go. In fact, that's them right there, Ryu and Chun-Li. So yeah, I've got the original version. Well, I say original. The first one that came out on Switch, which had the first DLC pack, and now I've got this one. It was only like 12 quid or something from game, and this is all of them. So I've got to play it on the Xbox, play with other people I know who have it, and potentially stream it. So yeah, so I'm not like too big on Power Rangers anymore, but when it's got stuff from the original from my childhood, it's one of my favourite shows, right up there. Like, then I like it. And as you can see, right at the front, you've got the Green Ranger and the Red Ranger from the original series, so I'm still interested. But yep, got that. And one more, which came from Big Game Owl. You may know he's selling Mega Drive games, been selling GameCube games, etc, etc. Met him for the first time at the game market, which again was awesome. Discussed this one game I was looking for, and he did me a great deal, so I really appreciate that, mate. Like literally half what I saw at the gaming market. I won't say how much so. And it's Power Rangers the movie for Mega Drive. I already have the original one, and now I have the movie one. This I think is a side-scroller one, but still, it's pretty fun. I'm pretty sure I also not only saw this in cinema, I think I had the sticker book, and I think it actually had this cover, if I remember rightly. But we're talking like 94, 95, somewhere around there. So, a long time ago. A very long time ago now, I think about it. But here's some pictures. Yeah. Anyway, so, and as usual with our complete and very good condition. So thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. Okay. Well, we've just done some Xbox, so let's stick with that thing. So from the game collection, so I've not checked for a little while. This was £3, I think, if that. Madden 21. Not the biggest American football fan. Not saying I don't like it. Not saying I don't watch it, because I do, and I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan even. I thought it could be cool to have a more recent Madden game to play on the Xbox, so I bought this for £3. It is, so as I'm sure you can tell. I haven't tried it yet. But yeah, cool thing to have for my Xbox One, especially at the price of £3. Also bought this from Retro Hunt for £8 or something. Star Wars Jedi Outcast for the Xbox. Loved this game, played it on GameCube so many times, which is where I've normally originally played it. Bought it for my Star Wars collection, if I'm totally honest, and might even give it a go on the Xbox, see if there's any difference to the GameCube. As long as it has multiplayer, which is a shame because the recent releases don't. And even when they did on Academy, the sequel, it's only online, so that sucks. It's complete, it's good condition as you'd expect from the Retro Hunter. I also saw this for I think £10 at the game market, so a couple of quid more than I paid, and it's in much worse condition, so glad I waited. But yeah, awesome game this Lego Jedi Outcast. Another Xbox game. I think I bought this when I bought Power Rangers. It's Halo Master Chief Collection from Bayside, which is a CX style shop near me, for £6. Has something like what, Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST and Wars or something. Oh no, sorry. Halo 1 Anniversary Edition, Halo 2 Anniversary Edition, Halo 3, Halo 4, and I think there's a Reach and ODST update you can get. I think. Something like that. But for £6, I know plenty of people who played Halo, who still play it, have this game who I could play with. I mean, I've got the Halos anyway, but Halo 1 and 2 back in the original Xbox. Halo came with my Xbox when I got it. Halo 2 I got pretty much, not that much longer after. So yeah, so they mean a lot to me. I enjoyed playing them a lot when I was much younger, especially the second one. But it'd be good to play this with some mates. And problem is with this though, is it takes up so much space on the hard drive. So I need to, what's it called? Either get rid of stuff or get, what's it called? A hard drive. But yeah. Don't know if the DLC will work, the code, but not too worried if not. Back to the Star Wars for the Xbox. Grabbed this from the same shop actually, but beforehand it's Lego Star Wars 2. So another one for my Lego Star Wars collection behind me. Again, great game. So, well, it's Lego Star Wars games, the old ones, they're really fun. If you've played one, you'll know what I mean. Really need to start playing them. I do love though, it does have the mix and matching scene. Darth Vader in the bikini. I did that without even seeing it on here because I have that sort of weird humour mindset thingy. But yeah, great game this, and again, complete. So really happy with that. I actually bought another Xbox game yesterday, which I put somewhere, I've just got to remember where I put it, which is Forza Horizon 4. I've traded a couple of bits in, so I've got it for about £6-7. Obviously it's on Game Pass. I had it on Game Pass, had to delete it for the space, but my brother did buy the DLC for me, and I kind of want to make sure I've got a proper version I can play later on to use with DLC if it comes to it, and because obviously being a fan of physical it's digital. But for £7 it's down from I think 15, so I'm quite happy with that. I think there were actually stickers on it suggesting it had been 22 and 29. But yeah, paid £7 basically for Forza Horizon 4, which is really worth it in my mind. That sort of leads me on to the next one, which is another driving game. This is one I'd sort of been looking at a few times online. Then Amanda said to me that she's going to have a bit of a clear out. Got some games out she wasn't so bothered about, and one of the ones she said to me, like do what am I interested, was this game that I had been looking at. So I was like, yes. And it's a great game. It's Burnout 2, Point of Impact for the GameCube. I think I have this for Xbox, but I have the first one on GameCube. It's where I first played it. So I kind of wanted this one on GameCube. I think I remember a great time doing all the crashes, and again, I'm sort of sad to say this mind. But it's a really good game. It is really fun. Is it better than the first one? It's be honest, I can't say because I haven't played the first one in a while, and I've played this even less recently. But I know they're both very, very fun and very good games to play. I think they're better than the newer Burnouts, from what I do remember and what I have played. Yeah, you may also see this is £6. It is definitely not £6 now, but it was when we bought it, which must have been, what, 4 or 5 years ago maybe? And it's actually in really pretty good condition as well, so yeah. So just want to say thank you to Amanda for that one. She donated it to me and it's really appreciated. And even more so, this game I've been actually looking at a lot. I appreciate any game from her and from you if you're watching. Who knows, maybe the fact you offered this one just shows how connected you are. You had a game you know I'd been looking at, didn't know it, so I told you to give me it. I don't know. But yeah, still worth checking out. Okay, 2 games left. So the first one is the latest addition to the Pervy games. So following on from Waifu Uncovered and etc. This one isn't as bad, I would say, but still, it has bad boobs. So yeah, it's up there. It's from Funbox again, who I think did Block Knockers. Might have done 1 or 2 others, I can't remember. And it's Pretty Girls Game Collection. Someone in the WhatsApp group made me aware of this. I can't remember who it was. And again, this came to me before release date. So that's like this and Waifu Uncovered 2 that did by a few days as well. Yeah, this one though is a combination of 4 games, which are Pretty Girls Panic, which is where you have to basically reveal a picture by moving, what are you? I think you're an octopus, that's it. You have to move it across the screen to reveal pictures by avoiding like starfish and crabs and jellyfish and whatever. And the girl's got obviously use more and more clothes. Pretty Girls Mahjong Solitaire, it's solitaire basically. And that is pretty much it. And again, as you get further, their outfits change or reduce. And the last, there's also Pretty Girls Klondike Solitaire. So, solitaire. This is the real solitaire. The other one is actually Mahjong, sorry. And Delicious Pretty Girls Mahjong Solitaire, which is the same as the other Mahjong Solitaire, but with new puzzles of girls, pretty much. So, yeah. But basically, it's a new addition to the Pervy game. And as with all of these, you get something. So with Waifu 1 and 2, you get the postcards. With Perky Little Things, you get the book. And you get the soundtrack with Block Knockers. With this, you get a stylus. And I've just known that this is Funbox. I thought it's a QR code. Look, it's squishy. Squishy. Yeah. I've been announced £28 from Game Collection, so happy with that. There's the inside out interest. 1 game left, which is one I haven't actually opened. This is one of the games you do wonder, like, why was it made? It's like just cashing in on whatever. And it didn't actually match the exact cover on Game Collection. Because I bought this and Pretty Girls at the same time I bought Madden. However, from what I've seen in the gameplay, this is actually a decent game. So it is Slide Stars. It says on an adventure with Brent and Lexi Rivera. Although the one on the website and other ones I've seen say Holly H. So I don't know what's up with there because I've checked, and basically it features influencers, and she is on the game, so I don't know why they changed the cover. But that's not why I bought it. That's just a subplot. It's more the gameplay. Basically, if you've ever played Donkey Kong Country, the minecart levels, it's basically that, but with influencers on giant inflatables. So yeah. So I said the concept of the influencers, no, not bothered at all. The gameplay, it's like doing water slides with these giant inflatables, trying to avoid crashing and capsizing, and or whatever is actually a lot of fun. And this is a cheap game, it's like £8 I think or something. So yeah, I mean, come on, you get to ride a giant pinata llama down a water slide. How cool is that? I mean, tell you what, let's do a retro bear track list, bottle of influencers, even though I've actually heard of any of them, because I haven't. There's 20 of them, and they're famous apparently. Alan Stokes, Alex Stokes, Amusement Force, Applaud, Ben Azelart, Brent Rivera, Demi Rose, Dr. Mike, NG Knight, Enya Wanderers, Holly H, Jess Sade, Cat Wonders, Luciano Spinelli, Lexi Rivera, Milan Knoll, Freak Vonk, what sort of name is that? Zveta Bilyarova, and Veronica Bilic. But yeah, like I said, don't care about that part of it. I'm just focusing on the gameplay, and it looks pretty fun from YouTube and from some of the other videos, etc. I've seen. So I thought, very cool, I'll give it a go. But yeah. Bought a couple of other bits, which aren't game-wise. I bought Sonic 2 yesterday. I also bought a couple of bits of anime, so I might do a video on them. I used to intend to do videos on other things away from games, like anime, manga, trading cards, board games. That's still going to happen. But this one thing I did want to show you, I found in a charity shop, I think for £1. Yeah, there's no price on it, but I think it was £1. And I saw it, took me a few seconds, and I was debating whether to buy it because I thought it's quite interesting. And it is an omnibus book. It's this. So if I catch it in the right light, you'll just sort of see Darth Vader. There you go. It's the Star Wars omnibus for these books for A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Yeah, there we go. It was £1. £1. And I was like, well, I'm trying to get more into actual books, not manga. I've used to have loads. I've had Jeremy Clarkson ones. I've had another topic ones, May, and which I haven't had loads of Star Trek books. I used to have some Star Wars books. I used to have All Famous 5, and I have no idea what else, but I used to read a lot of them sort of books. Now it tends to be the manga, some more comic-y books, but I'm tempted to get more into books. Saw this one for £1 and thought, well, it's £1, it's 3 books in one, it's the original Star Wars films. Obviously I'm a Star Wars fan, I've got a Star Wars shelf, I've got a load of Lego games, I think you've seen a couple of games in this video. But then I looked at it again and I was like, something just sparked. And I'm like 99% sure I used to have this, as in, not this exact copy, but this book, this omnibus with this Darth Vader effect. I think my dad gave me it. I think it fell apart, but I was much younger when I had it. I mean, I can't remember when it came out, but whenever it did come out, it was $9.99, not for sale in the US and Canada, I can tell you that much. I mean, let's have a look, see if it says when it actually came out. 1995, so when I was 8. And I think I had it maybe when I was 11, 12, 13 sort of time. So like, what, 20 odd years ago? But there's something about the design, that Darth Vader cover, and the back of it, that just clicked with me that I had it. So when I thought that, I was like, you know what, I want to get back into it. It's something awesome. I think it's something from my childhood. I had to get it. So yeah. So this will hopefully be a bit of a start into getting reading more actual books again. Just need to make sure I can make space for them. I do have some Star Trek books I need to get through. Mostly Voyager, because that's my favourite. But yeah. This is the Star Wars omnibus. And it's that thick. So, for comparison, if I put a Switch game there, it's like, what, maybe 3 Switch games tall? 4 maybe? But it is all 3 films, so yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, they're just a load of bits I've picked up the last, what, 6 weeks or something. I don't think I really have much else planned in terms of aiming to buy stuff. I've got, I think there's a Pokemon manga out in a week or 2. Got the new Pokemon card set out in about a month. I need to pre-order it soon. and Scarlet and Violet obviously in about 3 months. But other than that, I don't think there's much coming out I'm interested in, unless I'm being stupid. But yeah, but that I'll do videos and other stuff. I've got a couple of ideas anyway, and hopefully now I've done this, get out my lull, and I'll get them done. But yeah, anyway, I'm sure you've heard enough of my voice for 25 minutes now. I just want to say thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll be back soon. That is a promise and a threat, depending how you look at it. But for now, I've been the Geek Master, and may the geek be with you always.